What's up, people? George Reister here. So I tweeted out a while ago about a major update about Willie Taggart. Let me let everybody get in, and then we will go in on it. So, yeah. So, and then after that, we're gonna cover the college football playoffs. After that, you guys can send in your questions, send in your comments, all of that stuff. I told you I would bring it to you. The first thing is, like, there has been absolutely, like, let me start by this. There has been so much ridiculous fake news put out about this Willie Taggart story. And what I'm telling you right now, is up to the minute as of less than 10 minutes ago. Willie Taggart, as of this point in time, despite what you have read out in the media, despite what you've seen from Florida State eye doctor, what you've seen from War Chant, what you've seen from anywhere else, Willie Taggart is not currently in negotiations with Florida State. Not at all. So, but here is what has happened. Here is what has transpired. As well, though, is that there has been some sort of, so there was an inquiry. How much is it going to take to get Willie, this and that, right? And from everything I'm hearing, from Florida State side, from Oregon side, from wherever, right, is that Florida State, they're in a position of, that they have a little bit of arrogance about them in this situation. Because their thing is, okay, we have 20 candidates. You are, like, there's no seriousness. And so Willie Taggart tweeted out. He said, oh, I'm going to practice tomorrow. Because everybody from all the Florida State sites, everybody say, oh, you'll know Saturday night, Sunday morning, all that. But Willie Taggart tweeted out that he's going to practice. And what's interesting about this is that this is a time-sensitive deadline issue, because while there are no current negotiations going on with Willie Taggart, he said it in public, he said it in private. People have tweeted out. One thing that has been accurate is where people said, oh, well, he would listen. Yes, he would listen. And is he in current negotiations with Oregon about an extension? Yes, 100%. And the deadline for all of this is when he leaves to go, because he talked about recruiting, when he leaves to go on his recruiting trip to Florida on Monday. He leaves on Monday for that. And after that, it is over. It is a wrap. Like, no more talking about it, none of that, because he is about having integrity. He is about, being honest with these kids and all of this stuff. And he wants to make sure that when he goes in those kids' homes, that his recruiting classes is not falling apart, and that he can honestly go into kids' houses and say what is going on. I'm talking about Willie Taggart. So I understand that some of you, that you've been reading wherever it is that you were reading. And I am telling you right now, there is no more rock solid source. There is no more any of that. Have they inquired about Willie Taggart? Yes. Are there negotiations going on? No. And what you have to pay attention to is this, is that Florida State, they're operating from a position of arrogance. Is that they're like, well, everybody wants this job. But you got to pay attention to what happened with Jimbo Fisher. You have to pay attention to what happened with Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo Fisher, he had a problem with not having enough money to hire and fire his assistant coaches and get the guys in place that he wanted to get in place. That's one of the biggest problems that Jimbo Fisher had. And when you look at Oregon's defensive coordinator, Jim Leavitt, makes over $1 million. Look at Florida State's coaching staff and how much they have made in the past. Not anywhere close to that. They balked on Jimbo Fisher about how much he was going to pay his assistants. They balked on him there, and that's how he ended up getting out of there. And I will tell you this, is like is so when Willie Taggart got up there and told you people and told everybody else, I don't care what 24/7 said. Doesn't matter what 24/7 said. There are no active negotiations going on with Florida State. They have inquired about Willie Taggart. They want to know how much it would take to get him, but they sent over initially like they're lowballing, and there are no negotiations. There's literally like a get serious about this, and I'm your guy, and make a real offer or not. That's where they're at right now. And then there's the Jimbo Fisher. Like I understand. Like Florida State fans think that they understand. They think that they understand. Oh, that this is this great job and all this stuff. It is a great job. It's a historically great job. However, when you look at how involved the boosters are, when you look at how involved the boosters are at Oregon, you have to understand that there's some friction and tension in all of that. And I have not wavered. I am the one person who has not wavered in the fact that there haven't been negotiations and that Willie Taggart is not leaving Oregon at this point in time. I've said that. Could things heat up tomorrow and they make an outrageous offer or do something completely different? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This has nothing to do with national titles. It has nothing to do with anything. It has to do with the fact that Willie Taggart, at this point in time, has told you the truth. He's told you the truth about this situation. And I cannot tell you that there have not been, and no, there has not been an offer extended to Willie Taggart at this point in time. There has not been an offer extended. That's what I have heard at this point in time. Why did I start talking about replacements on Twitter? Because if you are in an athletic department and you get whispers or rumors or even a phone call talking about your coach leaving or somebody inquiring about your coach, you are going to make sure, especially with the early recruiting class, that you know and actively have a plan in place. There's a bowl game coming up that you have to worry about. There's timelines. There's all kinds of stuff that you have to be involved with. And I will tell you this. Watch Florida State in this situation. Watch Florida State. I cannot say exactly what it is. However, watch Florida State over the next day or two. When I told you guys that I would tell you guys what was going on right after the game, part of that was because I had to vet information I got. There's fake news going on all over the place. I had to vet it, understand it, all that stuff. And let me give you a little bit of a somebody just asked, what did I say that he told his players? He told his players the same thing that he told the media, that he would listen to an offer if Florida State offered it. And naturally, guys were upset about that. You would be upset about that too if you came all the way from your home and a coach was thinking about potentially leaving. That would make you upset. I mean, listen, people can say whatever the hell it is they want to say, but I have proof, I have concrete evidence to say what it is that I am saying right now. There is a chance that something could change tomorrow if Florida State comes with a serious offer, but there has been no negotiations up to this point in time. What makes me in the know? Because I'm in the know. That's why you're listening to me, because I'm in the know. I haven't seen Josh Newberg's recent post. So do I know if he's leaving or not at this point in time? No, he is not leaving. There are no negotiations. And this will all be wrapped up by Monday. He will be at practice tomorrow. This will be wrapped up when he leaves to get on that plane on Monday. It will be resolved. You will either, if he gets to go on that plane and he goes recruiting with on an Oregon plane, he's staying in Oregon. If not, don't worry about it. He'll be on the plane. He'll be on the plane to Florida State. What about his agent? His agent is Jimmy Sexton. Like this is known. So is his agent trying to get a deal, get an offer? Probably, because he's in negotiations with Oregon, and you have to know that Phil Knight. So there's pictures of him and video of him talking to Phil Knight at the basketball game this week. They had conversations about him potentially leaving and all that. Of course, all these things are true. And is Oregon going to want to be able to pony up the money for him? Yeah, they'll pony up the money, but they're going to need a commitment from him, and you're going to pay attention to the buyout. Pay attention to the buyout, because they're going to want him to make sure that he's not going anywhere. Yeah, I am Duck Scoop 24/7. All of them, I have them all, please. That was why I mentioned replacements and replacement names, simply because he may, because Willie Taggart, if he did walk out the door, if something happens over the next 24 hours, 24 hours, if something happens over the next 24 hours between, and it's only on Sunday, there's no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, none of that. Once he gets on that plane to go recruiting, it's a wrap. It said Les Miles is currently talking to Phil Fulmer about taking a Tennessee job. Nobody wants the Tennessee job at this point in time, just because it is a dumpster fire going on over there. And I will tell you this: there is a commitment. Obviously, there's a commitment from Phil Knight to get this done, because his motivation is, Phil Knight's motivation is, like he said many times, he wants to see Oregon win a championship before he dies. And so he's doing everything in his power to make sure that that happens. I just think that it's funny that you tune in to tell me that I'm crazy. You tune in to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about Florida State and about Oregon. That's interesting to me. Monday pit stop for Tallahassee presser. I'm telling you, as of right now, unless something ridiculous happens, he's not going. And I thought, and to be honest, perfectly honest, I thought I had some different news to tell you guys at first. However, I had to vet it. I had to go to the top. I had to go to the left, right, everywhere there was, to make sure that everything was perfectly right. The way I did not give you guys misinformation, because you are reading it everywhere. Like, this is literally, I mean, like, this is one thing that Trump is right about. There's fake news everywhere. It's fake news everywhere. So I care about you guys because this matters to me. And I know if it matters to me, I know it matters to you. And this is the first time ever in my whole entire life that I have sat up on Coach Watch ever. Even when I was at Oregon and Mike Bellotti was thinking about leaving to go to USC. Nope, not sitting up all night on Coach Watch, whatever. However, this is for real. This is for real. I was wondering why everybody kept talking about them damn lions. No, man, I'm not on the toilet. I'm on my couch, and these are lions. My wife went to Africa this year, and this is how we ended up with this picture. I have a big picture of a big, gigantic elephant in the living room by the pool table. Oh, yeah. And listen, I'm cool with freezing cold takes, and they're not going to have anything to say about this video. I mean, I don't know what more I can do for you guys at this point in time. But if you guys, okay, what is my gut feeling of what happens? I believe that Willie Taggart ends up staying at Oregon. I believe that he wants to be at Oregon. He made promises when he came, that he wasn't going to use this job as a stepping stone. And I believe that he believes he's going to win a championship here. Loves the recruiting class. Is there a lure to go to Florida? But yeah, of course. You have to listen. But also, listening also gives you an opportunity to strike while the iron is hot. Strike while the iron is hot, because you only get one shot sometimes in life to maximize your earnings, because we're all trying to maximize our earnings. Me, you, everybody. We're all trying to do it. Whether you're a professional athlete, coach, or you're the trash man, you are trying to. So going on real quick to the college football playoff. College football playoff top four. I've said it before. I've said it again. Ohio State beat Wisconsin tonight. Alabama does not deserve to be in the college football top four. I've said it. They did not win their conference. Should not happen. As a former player, what do I think of Taggart and his staff? I think he's got a great staff. Obviously, especially Jim Leavitt. He has brought the he's brought the defense back and all that. That's funny. You guys are asking for the wife. She'll be in here in just a second. Sexton is going to get the best deal and bring it. FSU won't lowball or go nuts. Taggart will pick Sunday. No, I'm telling you, it's not. It will be. It's going to take $5.5 million probably to get him out of Oregon. Maybe, if that is even possible. Because you have to remember too, is that Jimbo Fisher had problems with travel for his coaches, with money for his coaches, all of that. He had trouble with money for his coaches, all of that. My shirt says, "Don't be a D&B." It's a Ronda Rousey quote. Don't be a do-nothing bitch. That's what it means. So you guys, thank you guys for logging in today, and appreciate you guys listening because like I'm giving you up-to-date information. Willie Taggart has not. Oh, I would not even dare repeat the stuff that I heard that I found out is not true. The wife is coming in right now.
No.
Oh, you're not coming in? Come say hi to the people. Say hi to the people.
Y'all talk about Coach Taggart.
So you joined in late. Okay, I'll go over this again the way you don't have to watch the whole video again. Willie Taggart at this point in time is not in negotiations with Florida State. They are not in negotiations. And also he went even like that. There's even further things saying that that he's not been in contact with Florida State, just like he said. He has not been in contact with Florida State. But I have heard the back channels, and you have to make sure that you're watching Florida State and what they are doing. They have something funny style going on that you're going to see, that the evidence is going to come out. I can't reveal it yet, but you're going to see it. Yeah. When will Taggart sign his extension? Probably before he leaves to go get on that plane to go on his Florida recruiting trip. Yep. Yes, Sexton is in Tallahassee, probably talking to Florida State about another candidate as well. But also, I don't even know if Jimmy Sexton's in Tallahassee, because there were people that said Willie Taggart was in Tallahassee this morning too, and that turned out to be false as well. Yep, Coach Taggart has told you the truth. That's what it is. Thought I had something else to tell you, but nope, that's what I have to tell you, that Willie Taggart has told you the truth so far. And yeah, so what names would you watch out for? I would watch out for some other big name programs, some other coaches that have recently gone to the schools that they got to as well. Some guys that didn't think there was a stepping stone job, but turns out it's a stepping stone job. What should you watch for with Florida State? Don't be surprised. I will say this. Don't be surprised if somebody pops up other than Willie Taggart. That's what I'll tell you over the next 24 hours. If he goes to Florida State, why would I look bad? Why would I look bad? I wouldn't, because what I'm telling you is up to the minute. There are no negotiations. You guys are sending some names over. I would not discount those. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right, you guys. Make sure you follow the feed. Follow me. We'll be covering this all weekend long, all next week, and all the rest of the stuff that we cover on Unafraid Show. I appreciate you guys joining me. Peace out. I will catch you guys later. No, I'm not I am guaranteeing that at this point in time that there are no negotiations going on and that Willie Taggart is the Oregon coach. That's what I'm guaranteeing right now. And tomorrow is the gotcha day. Tomorrow's the gotcha day. If it doesn't happen